Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
It's really great to see all of you here today. Thank you for coming. And I'm welcome. This is our monthly service for September, and it's a combination of our service to Tenchi no Kami and then to our ancestral spirits. And I'm Alan Matsui, and I'm a sensei here at the Konko Church of San Francisco. I'm a believer in this faith because it helps me to be happier, helps me to appreciate life more. We believe that we are part of something greater. We are not alone. There's a life force in the universe, the source of life that we call Kami. There are many names for Kami, maybe Mother Nature, maybe the Great Spirit, maybe God or Allah, but we believe that they're all the same deity, the same entity, and that we are all believing in the same thing, and that's okay, that we have different nuances, but that's okay. Our core beliefs center around gratitude for Kami, appreciating the gifts of life, which include each other, and giving back, reciprocating. Today, I'd like to talk more about sincerity. Last time, I spoke about a concept called on, which are the kindnesses, or the gifts, or the blessings that we receive in life, and for which we are grateful. Grateful, gratitude. I love that word, because it incorporates two things. It incorporates the concept of appreciating those kindnesses in our lives, those blessings in our lives. And then when you feel grateful, I think it's also human nature for us to want to give back, to reciprocate. And so that is also an important part of our faith. And I think that is appreciating those things and reciprocating helps me to be a happier person. This concept of sincerity, if we look at our main teaching that we have here and that we recite, the Tenchi Kakitsuke, or referred to as the Divine Reminder, and the very first English stanza, it says, pray sincerely with all your heart. So that's to try to remind us to be sincere in our daily lives. Then the next stanza, Kami's blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring, in harmony and joy. In Japanese, that boils down to the word waga kokoro. And so waga kokoro, we usually translate as one's own heart or a joyful and harmonious heart. That's often how we translate it. But in everyday Japanese, the concept is really, the blessings begin with our own heart. It's within ourselves. And so in this faith, a lot of it is not looking to Kami-sama to do things for us. But how do we internalize Kami-sama? How do we appreciate sincerely the blessings and the gifts that we receive from Kami-sama? And by doing that, that's what is having this heart of wagako koro. It depends upon our own heart. And again, that's sincerity. Most of you would have a copy of this book in front of you in the pews, and this is a book from Fukuda Sensei, the founder of the Konko Church of San Francisco. And in this book, in the preface, you'll see that, in the first line says, our founder taught us, live your life with a sincerity, genuine, heartfelt sincerity. And in the next paragraph, he talks about the whole core message of this book is be sincere. Chapter 1, all about how to be sincere. I think, to me, it makes sense that, okay, if I'm going to appreciate something, there's different ways to do it. And I could be kind of just on autopilot and just say thank you, or just say, oh yeah, that's nice and I appreciate it, but not really feel it. And what I think this idea, this message of sincerity is trying to teach us is, yes, it's nice to say thank you, but to really mean it, that's what could be and is for me, when I can achieve that state, it could be life-changing. To do that sincerely, to appreciate Kami-sama and all the gifts that we have around us sincerely. And it's so easy to take for granted. It's so easy to get caught up in our daily lives. We're all busy, we have schedules to meet, work to do, taking care of our kids and our kids' schedules. But to just take a moment and to really think about what we have that's so positive in our life. And it comes down to, I think I'm hearing this message, but it comes down to, even the air that we breathe, how important that is. A beautiful day today. We have this beautiful day. Do we really appreciate it? It's something that we could really be grateful for. But do we take the time, are we mindful about it, to appreciate today? I was talking to a friend of mine who's slowly losing his vision. He has macular degeneration. And so he's telling me, the way he describes it is over the years, his vision is getting narrower. So he's losing his peripheral vision. But he can still, when he turns his head, he can still work and function. But over time, it's going to be getting worse. And that same day I was talking to him about this, I ran into a believer here, a long-time person who hasn't been here for a while. And it's because she's now blind. And she's lost her vision totally. And so she was with a group walking through Japantown, and it was a group of people who couldn't see. And so I called out to her, and I told her who I was, and just said hi. And it was so impactful that she is still getting out there and doing the best that she can and enjoying the day. It was a beautiful day. But it made me realize how sight, the gifts that we have in our bodies, are things that are really, these are bodily functions we take for granted. But how much we should appreciate these things that we have. I'm hearing this message too from one of the political parties, that is talking about and looking at in this democratic or this presidential race that's going on, talking about, appreciating what we have. It seems like one side says everything is so bad, and the other side is saying, hey, things aren't so bad, and there are a lot of good things. Sure, not everything is perfect, but let's think about all the good things that are going on in our society, in our world. And so I don't want to dwell too much on this, but it's this idea that we do have a lot to be grateful for. And so with that, I'd just like to wrap up and thank you again all for being here. And if we could all just try to, maybe when we step outside, just take a moment and appreciate the day and be grateful for the day and say, thank you, Kami-sama, for today. Thank you.